Okay. All right, dear Sagittarius, this one is for you. This is Tarot Illumination. That's you, Sagittarius, and this is your mini generic love and relationship report for September 2018. Okay, so you know the drill. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, especially if they're all different. Squish it all together, reinterpret to suit yourself. This is for you. I'm not predicting your future. I'm not fortune telling. I'm not casting spells, nothing like that. We're just reading energy, okay? It's up to you what to do with all of that stuff. Cards are already well shuffled in advance, but we're going to the last second so that you're a witness. No jumpers, no flyers, no oracles, no reversals, none of that. We're just keeping it very, very simple. Actually, before we get into it, let's do the quick astrodoodle here. So, Sagittarius, I pulled out one date for you in the month, September 8th. Please just be on alert around that time because it's going to be a strong opposition energy between the Pisces-Virgo axis, okay, right here, which is in very hard square to your energy here. So you could call this super stressful for you. You know, there's beautiful Pisces, beautiful Virgo, all these lovely, but for you, Sagittarius, this could actually be very stressful, okay? So, and you already lived through something like this towards the end of July at the eclipse, the Leo Aquarius eclipse here. This was still very active. So you might have had an absolute double dose of hyper stressful energies. Even though the Leo Aquarius energies are supportive, it was a very stressful eclipse. So imagine that multiplied by this. And what I'm trying to suggest is that just be careful around September 8th because this energy is being activated again, okay? All these stressors are going on throughout the whole month, frankly. It's just very, very choppy and wobbly with all of this. You know, T-squares, grand crosses, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and all of that. So it might not feel like you're getting direct hits, but I'm serious. This stuff is serious aftershocks from the eclipses, and we still have to deal with it. So it's, you can't just like, you know, take your shoes off, put your flip-flops on, pour your favorite drink, hang out in the lounge, and just chill. You can if you want, but my feeling is that it's really important to take note of this, okay? I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to point out the idea that the eclipses were very, very choppy for a lot of people, but we still have a lot of aftershocks to deal with, even through September. A lot of the planets are turning direct again after a huge wall of retrogrades in August. So it's time to enjoy the flow. Just be very, very careful. Okay, Sagittarius? That's all I'm suggesting. Just be very, very, very careful. All right? So for the love and relationship spread, we're going to use the Tarot Illumination Crucible, okay? It's only understanding that there's you, Sagittarius, a significant other, and a third entity, the relationship itself, okay? So please allow for that. And singles, you guys can watch this too if you really want, but you have to allow for the laws of attraction in action, understanding that you're always radiating energy anyway, including the energy of love and relationship. So what are you going to do with that? It gets bounced back to you. So what are you attracting to you? Think of it as what if. You know, you could be a teenager, you can be a college kid, you can be 20-year married, whatever it is, okay? We do it all here at Tarot Illumination, all right? So remember, this is just generic. If it doesn't resonate, watch for your moon and rising, okay? Or whichever one. And then go from there, all right? So here we go. Sorry for the long preamble. I tend to get carried away once things are rolling. Bless you, dear Sagittarius. Bless this reading. Bless this deck. Bless the channel. Bless the platform itself, the computers, the cables, the cameras, all of that stuff that makes this happen, okay? Over here is the energy of you that you're radiating, especially with love and relationship. That's the context here, okay? Over here is the energy of the other. Over here is the energy deep inside of you, deep inside of the other, and to the core itself, the relationship, okay? Think of this as a bowl. A crucible is a bowl-shaped structure, typically made out of super ultra high refractory ceramic that can withstand intense pressures. as what happens in the context of relationships, as we intimate and separate all day, every day, in one way, shape, or form or another. We have to endure. You can't just put everything on autopilot once you're hooked up, okay? I guarantee that's a surefire way to end up as a road in the roadside ditch, okay? Let's have a look. Over here would be prospects and momentum. Think of this as a thing that has energy, life, and a flow. Over here, we're going to look at circumstantial energy that's out there around you. And you, Sagittarius, of course, always going to be the optimist and make the best of it. So we have, wow. Okay, hold on. Huh. Look at her. Isn't she majestic? Justice. Wow. Have a look. There she is. Everything is exactly as it should be. This is very beautiful neutral energy. Everything that's happening for you is exactly as it should be. Let's just say it's a chance for you to witness karma on a grand scale, including in the context of a relationship. So whatever's happening in your love life is exactly as it should be. Everything that needs to come under the energy of a reckoning, anything that needs to be brought into full awareness for your understanding, for their understanding, that's happening right now. And it's almost like having a massive, let's say, like an evaluation, a report, a breakdown of the what's going on here. This is your report, dear Sagittarius, delivered to you in its perfection for your benefit, okay? And it's very kind of fated energy here. You might feel as though things are happening that are above and beyond your control with this kind of energy here outside you and around you. Like, did you ask for this? Did you really want this? Do you really deserve it? It doesn't matter. This is happening anyway. So what do you do with that? You make the best of it, of course. That's what Sagittarius does. Sagittarius do. That's what Sag does. Okay, so excuse me. Okay, over here, what are you radiating? Okay. Wow, Queen of Cups. So this is really beautiful energy. So Sagittarius, it might be that you're radiating love in the way that you know best how to do, to the point where you actually almost don't know what you're doing, or how you're doing it, or how did you even get this far, and what am I supposed to do with what I've got right now? So it might be like, look at it this way. Okay, with the love planets here, Neptune and Venus, that's going on through here, and the sun, excuse me, sorry, over here through the earlier parts of September, you might be really, really getting brought into focus about what is actually happening in my love life right now. Thank you very much. Literally questioning, like, wow, I have so much, but do I really know what I'm doing? I know I deserve to, be this way. I know I'm not being judged. I know that I am loving. I know that I am loved. And yet I also understand that there's more that I need to know, more where I need to grow, more that I can do, more than I can receive, more that I can do, more that I can receive. But it has to allow for this to happen in the context of a loving relationship. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay. What about the other? Let's have a look. Okay, well, with the Hanged Man here, you might be in a situation with a significant other where they're very perplexed because, they're not you. They are the other party in this relationship. Remember, Sagittarius, this is not a couple's reading. This is all about you in the context of a love relationship, or a relationship that has the classics of hallmarks of a love relationship, even if things really suck right now. So you might be in a situation where a significant other is literally confounded, left completely perplexed unable to decide what to do, to the point where all they can really do is basically hand themselves over to what is happening, and then allow it to unfold, not taking it personally, just treating it as a historical part of the relationship. And it's very disorienting for them. Uh, but they're allowing themselves to feel that. It's like they are deliberately allowing themselves to feel uncomfortable. You know that cliche now that everyone says, how to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. So I think there's a lot of that going on here with the significant other, where like you're just being you, Sagittarius, in your own delicious, wonderful self, male, female, older, younger, no matter. Just figuring out, what am I supposed to do with all my yumminess? How am I supposed to be this way and continue this way and not diminish myself, not dumb myself down to accommodate, the lower frequencies of this planet, this world, the relationship, my other heart, my other sweetheart, my other half, but instead maintain my ultimate dignity and honor in the situation, even if it's really, really hard for them. Okay? That's very, very hard to do, to continue to love yourself in the context of a loving relationship, knowing that your significant other is really, really struggling, trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Okay? Because you are not them and they are not you. Okay? As much as you might intimate and separate in the context of a loving relationship, you are still you, they are still themselves, and that's how it is, how it always was, and always will be. Okay? God bless that. Okay? So that's beautiful, but it does put a tremendous amount of stress on a relationship. Let's have a look. What's going on deep inside of you? Okay, well, with the Wheel of Fortune here, it's almost like, you know what? I don't know what to do. It kind of doesn't matter because I'm being swept along by this anyway. It's almost like there's something joyful about this that I feel for you, Sagittarius, in that it's just like, I'm not going to take this personally. I am just going to be my own awesome self. And that's how I am anyway. And I'm going to live through this chapter, September 2018, knowing that it's going to be some kind of freaky, weird roller coaster. It's going to be extreme ups and downs in some way, shape, or another, in the context of myself, which is going to impact the relationship. It's going to trip them out in some way or other, that they are going to struggle, but that's not going to stop me from being me. Okay, because I love me, I love myself. Okay, everything is exactly as it should be. All the planets are lined up just like this, exactly as they should be, because they can't be any other way. It's pure physics. You can't fight this, you can't stop this. So the best thing to do is accept it and live with it and go with the flow. Learn how to navigate through this stuff and with this stuff. Okay, so that's what I think is going on here. These are big cards, okay? It's big energy here for you, Sagittarius. So you're just going to have to deal with it. It's like being swept up in very large currents, over which you might feel as though, like, oh my gosh, even in my own awesomeness, do I actually really know what I'm doing? Whoo! Oh, jeepers, oh, jeepers. Okay, so what are they radiating down here? Okay, kerblam. New opportunities. Okay, well, this is a card of sacred opportunity. This is the Ace of Swords here. So in some ways or other, the relationship that they're feeling from their side of it could be like, it's almost like, you know what? This is totally tripping me out. I can't fight what's happening. There's no point in trying to resist the changes that are happening because of all the eclipses and the changes that are happening in myself and the changes that are happening in my sweetheart over here. We're going to make the best of it. I, the significant other, am going to make the best of it. I am determined to win. I know I can win. I know I can prevail. I know I can make the best of this situation. I know I will prevail. I know I will become wiser, smarter, more aware, more just better, more successful because of this. Not only do I want this, I deserve this, I can do it. I can have this. And if I don't feel it's happening, then I invoke this to happen right now. That's what I feel is happening over here with the significant other for you, Sagittarius. How that translates to for you is a whole other thing, because these are really, really strong cards happening over here for a significant other. So you might have to give them a lot of room, because you'd like a lot of room. You like to be free and open and to like just be you in your own magnanimous, wonderful self, okay? And let it be so, okay? But it has to happen. You have to, like, if you want that, deserve that, need that, have to have that, then it's like you have to offer that to a significant other so that they get the chance to be themselves. It might be happening in very, like, let's say, challenging situations, but deep down they know that this is good for them, that you are good for them, that they are good for you, and this is basically very good news for them, to have like fresh new starts, fresh new opportunities, beginnings, understandings, awarenesses of what is really, really truthfully going on in the relationship, in themselves, in you, from their perspective. Okay. Remember, I think I said this earlier, didn't I? This is not a couple's reading. This is all about you, Sagittarius, but we are allowing for the significant other. Okay? It's all about you. Everything is turning out exactly how it should be. Justice is being served. You're getting exactly what you deserve. They're getting exactly what they deserve. And the relationship is getting exactly what it deserves, simply as a consequence of all the decisions that you've made in your life, in your relationship to this moment in time. Let's have a look at the core here. Wow. Okay. Well, you've got the King of Pentacles. So my feeling here is that the relationship itself is like, it has the characteristics of something that works for you, for the significant other, and for itself in such a way that it prospers. Now, it might be happening in very challenging ways that this is coming about, and like almost shocking ways, because I feel like karma is talking very, very loudly here. Like all of this energy here is like, this is very stressful for you over here. This is very stressful for you here. And all of this stuff, all of this is stressful for you too, because it's stressful for everybody. So you add it all up together, especially around September the 8th, just pay attention at that time, you have something here which is really quite magnificent in its own way. However, I do see challenges here. The law looks sort of positive in so many ways, but I do see challenges in that it means that the relationship itself is being taken to the brink of its own like integrity here. Like, how much can you guys stand in the context of a relationship? Does the relationship have these high levels of integrity that you have invested, that they have invested, to the point where the relationship speaks for itself, where the relationship has these characteristics of something very solid, strong, enduring, and valuable to you, valuable to the other, valuable to yourselves, and valuable to the planet? Good question. Let's have a look momentum-wise. Wow, more pentacles. So my feeling here with the Ace of Pentacles is that you might be going through this really like wrenching, super ultra stressful thing that really puts you in question of who you are, what you're doing, how you're doing it, puts them in question of like, who they are, what they're doing, and how they're doing it. But it's happening in the context of a relationship where the relationship does seem to have the strength and the integrity and the majesty and the structure and the substance and the resources to survive this and come out with a fresh new start, a fresh new beginning in some way, shape, or other that neither of you can actually predict at this moment in time. Because I think the Ace of Pentacles here is referring to energies that are happening after September. That's my personal feeling. So you have to get through September. You have to kind of get through and live through all of this and then come out the other side before you get a glimpse of what this actually means in terms of physical, hard, three-dimensional reality for you, for the other, and for the relationship itself. Okay? But it's opening up definitely to new horizons here, new prospects that are potentially very rewarding, very beneficial for you, for the other, and for the relationship. But it means, to my perspective, having to go through a lot of very stressful energies. Okay? So please allow for that. Okay? Thank you so much, Sagittarius. All the best. I know you can handle it. Cheers. Bye-bye. Oh, hold on. Let me put this here for you so you can see the whole thing. Remember, do your cross-watching for your significant others. Watch your sun, moon, and rising sign, and so on for your significant others too, if you have to. And then reinterpret all of this in a way that works for you. Okay? Thank you so much. Cheers. Bye-bye.